We want to go to Yulia Shapovalova with a report on Libya that contains some, we should warn, graphic scenes. But it also explains what's going on there now and how a military commander is attempting to overthrow the UN-backed government in Libya.
According to unconfirmed data, military units of the Libyan National Army have already taken positions 30 kilometers from Tripoli. The city itself is engulfed in panic. Many residents have decided to leave their homes. According to some reports, several ministers and high-ranking officials fled from the capital, including the head of the central bank. They all flew to the neighboring Tunisia. The government of national accord is preparing defensive measures. Heavy equipment is being transferred to the city. The UN Secretary General is now in Tripoli. He says he wants to meet with the command of the National Army and convince the military to stop its advance. The Libyan crisis is also up for discussion at a closed meeting of the UN Security Council. The Kremlin, as well as the Russian Foreign Ministry, hope the situation will be resolved by political and diplomatic efforts.
We're very closely monitoring the situation in Libya. Of course, we consider it essential that any actions do not lead to the resumption of bloodshed. We also consider it necessary to continue all possible efforts for the complete settlement of the situation by peaceful political means.
The 2011 NATO-supported uprising that toppled longtime leader Muammar Gaddafi led to chaos in Libya. Gaddafi, who ruled the country since 1969, was killed in October 2011.
We came, we saw, he died.
The country has been split between rival governments in the east and west and militias fighting over power and oil fields. The government elected by the people is located in the east, and the government which was formed with the support of the United Nations and the European Union in the west. Haftar is allied with the east-based administration and he's at odds with the UN-backed government based in Tripoli. Alongside the two rival administrations, mostly Islamic militias wield considerable influence and control large swathes of territory in the vast North African nation. Recently, a representative of the Eastern Libyan government asked Russia for assistance in resolving the crisis.
We want Russia to become the sponsor in the Libyan national settlement. Russia doesn't have any colonial history in Libya. Both countries are connected by long-term historical and political relations. Acting separately or together with the African Union, Russia can become the main player and the honest broker in the Libyan settlement. We call on the Russian leadership and Russian President Vladimir Putin to help with peace efforts.
According to the politician, the main problem in Libya today is the arms proliferation, which is not under control. According to the UN, there are more than 21 million uncontrolled arms in Libya. The new round of hostilities has caused the escalation of the refugee crisis, as well as a hike in oil prices around the world. Yulia Shapovalova with the news with Rick Sanchez.
I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.